Okay, so we're going to begin with the STOP acronym from Russ Harris, and the S is slow down. So with the S, we will use our body as a way of grounding ourselves, and I'll talk you through some different options for that. The T then is to take note. So this is just really noticing. We might notice, first of all, what's around us, but then we start to become more aware of thoughts, feelings, sensations. The O then is to open up. So, see if we can allow whatever's present just to be there, to move on in its own time. And then the P then, which I really like from ACT, is pursuing values. So at this point, we take this pause and then we consider what is important for us. How would we like to show up in the world? And I'm just going to suggest some values beginning with the letter C. So you can ignore those, choose your own values. But I just thought I'd just drop in some for you to consider. So if you just want to get yourself into a position that you can maintain for probably up to 10 minutes anyway. Okay, so choosing whether you want to have your eyes open or eyes closed. And then with the S of stop then, for slowing down, we can use our body in a way as, for example, pushing our feet into the floor, if we're able to do that. And becoming aware of the sensations under the soles of the feet as we push down. But also noticing other muscle groups that start to tighten. Notice tension in the calf muscles or the thighs as we push down, and then just releasing, noticing the change as the muscles start to relax. Another way we can slow down is just to stretch the body. So we might just stretch out the fingers so that they're splayed. We can stretch out the arms, maybe lock in the elbows. We're just noticing the body as it stretches, the changing sensations. When the mind drifts away, we're just coming back to sensations in the body. Another one we can do is just to grasp the hands together and give them a squeeze and really notice the sensations, the palms of the hands against each other. So we might notice temperature, might be some moisture. And another one we can do is just to take a few slow breaths. Maybe extending on the out breath, so breathing in normally. And then allowing the out breath to be slower. We can notice just from doing this slowing down whether we can feel a shift. And then the T of stop then is to take note. So we're just bringing curiosity to our experience right now. You might notice sensations in the body. Maybe able to identify a particular emotion that's arising. You might even be aware of particular thoughts. And as we bring attention to our experience, you can notice whether they feel pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. And that tendency that we often have to push away things that are unpleasant, or to grasp things that are pleasant, or to get bored of things that are neutral. And as we move to the O of stop, which is to open up. So as best as possible, see if we can allow whatever our experience is right now. You can imagine giving it room, giving it space and time to move on in its own time. Seeing if we can let go of resistance, or let go of grasping. We might say to ourselves something like, "It's okay, I can be with this." Or if we notice any struggle, we might just say something like, "This is difficult right now, but it will pass." So this just creates that little pause from which we can respond rather than react. And so in this version of stop, the P is for pursuing values. So we can consider, what are those things that are really important to us? Things that give us meaning in life. And so I'm just going to suggest 10 core values beginning with the letter C. And you can just choose your own. You don't need to choose any of these. But as I say them, just noticing whether any resonate. So some may not. And as I say, just choosing something else if that feels better for you. So the first C is caring. How important is caring in your life? And the next C is challenge. Having challenges, is that important? And then compassion. And this might be compassion for others, but also maybe compassion for ourselves. And then connection. Maybe connection with other beings, humans or animals, but it also might be connection with nature. Maybe a spiritual connection. And contribution, in whatever way that might be, helping others, a contribution to society or within the family home. And conformity, cooperation. A courage. Creativity. And curiosity. And as we consider these values or other values, if you like, we can set an intention to bring this value to mind the rest of this day or tomorrow. And seeing how this value underlies some of our actions. We can't always keep to our values. Just being able to pause, recognize where we are, gives us the opportunity just to redirect ourselves to something that's important. To show up as the person we want to be as best we can. And for the last few moments, we can just check in once more, just in any thoughts that have arisen, any emotions or sensations in the body. We might ask ourselves, what is known to me right now? Or what is here right now? And just bringing awareness to the support beneath the body. Then in your own time, allowing the eyes to open if they're closed.